Hello sophomores, and welcome to week 8 of Multimedia Design. For this week we're going to be continuing the sound design unit. What we have due is your first draft from the Where I'm From poem that you started during fall cohort. So you're going to be working on this up until next week and turning it in. After that due date, you'll have one more week before you submit your final draft. What we're looking for you to submit is we have 4 different elements in this project. The first is your vocal or your soundtrack. You're going to add the D, S, and limit from the effects rack to your voice. Then you're going to put it in the multi-track view, and you're going to be cutting, remember the V and R keys, going back in between the two to cut and move your vocals around. You're also going to have a track that has the music or the underlying score of your Where I'm From poem. You're going to put that music on another layer, and then you're going to turn the volume down a bit so you can hear your voice. You're also going to add some sound effects that have to do with your poem. These are going to be the physical objects in the poem. And lastly, you're going to have your soundscape. These are going to be the more abstract sounds that you add to give more feeling to the poem that you're writing. So, when will you be able to expect grades from that? That'll be Wednesday, December 6th. We'll be going through and giving feedback on your projects, letting you know what parts you have done well, and then what parts you actually could rework and go back and take a look at further. So we'll have that December 6th, and then after that, the following week, you'll have your final draft due. So keep that date in mind. Also due Sunday, we have the weekly quiz that's going to be on Canvas. This is going to have a little bit of review from what you learned at fall cohort, as well as an area for you to ask any questions that you have of us concerning the project. So we're going to have a bonus video this week as well that's going to go through editing, mixing, and more. It's going to give you a brief overview of some additional things you can add to your project to really spruce it up and give it that wonderful quality of sound that we hear so often in our digital lives. All right, so let's walk through Canvas. So in Canvas, we have here week 8. First, we have this video, which you should watch first. Next, we have the editing, mixing, and effects rack video. So this is going to go through things a little bit more in detail. There will also be a typed up version of this information for you as well. Next is your submission area for the draft 1. And if you, for some reason, can't find your audio file, we do have a backup area for you. So if you click on this backup audio files from cohort, you'll actually have to click the link to open it in a new tab. It's going to navigate you to Google Docs. We have multiple folders of the different groups and kind of in the order that you recorded in. So you can go through, you may have to navigate a bit because they're not titled by name, but navigate, try to find the audio file that you recorded, download that again. It's going to be in MP3 format, and then you can actually put that into Audition and continue working from there. So just in case, we have that backup for you. All right. So navigating back to week 8. After you're done submitting your draft 1, we also have the week 8 quiz that you'll be submitting as well, due next Sunday. All right. That's that. Any questions? Yes?
What are the type of things that you're going to be looking forward to in our audio?
I'm glad you asked. So we have our 4 different elements. That's going to be your vocal track, your score, or the music behind your voice, the sound effects, that are the physical effects, as well as some soundscape or some ambient sounds that you're going to add to. Yes?
So this week we have to submit our full Where I'm From project. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is due Sunday, but you're not going to listen to it until Wednesday.
Yes, that's correct.
So if I submit it late, like on Tuesday, because I'm just really busy, before you listen to it, will you still listen to it and give me feedback?
Yes. On Wednesday, we'll be listening to everything that's turned in by the start of that listening session that day. So definitely try to shoot for getting it in that Sunday night before Monday. But if you do need a little bit more time, you can email us, let us know, and then submit it before Wednesday, and we'll still definitely listen to it and give you your feedback. Yes?
So I'm going to pace my poem so that it's like one line and then a space and then some music and stuff like that. For the feedback, will you give us some feedback on if that pacing worked or if we should bring things closer together and that kind
Yes, yes. So we're going to be not only listening just for the different four parts that you need in your poem, but we're also going to be listening for how the whole piece sounds together. And we're going to be listening for spaces where maybe your pacing was too quick or maybe your pacing was too slow. So one thing to keep in mind when you are submitting this draft is it should be a finished draft in your mind. What you submit should be pretty much polished to the best of your abilities so that we can give you really honest feedback on where to move forward from there.
I just have one more question.
Sure.
I don't really remember how to use Audition just from cohort because it was already a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
How can I get help with learning how to edit and mix and stuff like that?
Yes, so we have the editing, mixing, and effects rack video. That's going to go through a lot more of that information in depth. You can also refer back to week 6. We had a mini video just talking about the waveform view and talking about adding things from the effect rack. That's going to be really helpful for you as well. So with those two resources put together, that should give you the majority of what you need. If you still need help at that point, you can reach out by email to me. You can reach out to your on-site coordinator as well, and we'll try to get you the help that you need for that. All right. So you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Work really hard on these projects. I want to see them, and I'm really excited to hear them, and we'll see you then.